The Confederate battle flag. A symbol embroiled in much controversy, it has come to represent a region in the southeastern U.S. known as Dixie. But where exactly did it come from? For starters, we should clarify that the design on your screen is not the flag of the Confederate States of America. It is a modern design, originating in the late 19th and early 20th centuries, but was based on Confederate designs. The earliest ancestor of it is the South Carolinian secession flag, which consisted of a red field with a blue St. George's cross emblazoned with 15 stars, and with a palmetto tree and crescent moon in the canton. This flag was one of the very first Confederate symbols, so it was no surprise that when the Confederacy sought to adopt a flag, this design would be a popular source of inspiration. One such instance of inspiration was the design put forth by William Porcher Miles, a congressman from South Carolina. There were a few alterations to the original flag, however. The palmetto and moon were gone, and now the cross had a white fimbriation. Confederate Treasurer Judah P. Benjamin was Jewish, and wrote to Miles asking if the cross could be altered to be less religiously charged, and so the cross became a saltire. The number of the stars also changed from 15 to 7, one for each original Confederate state. This design ultimately lost, however, to this flag, known as the Stars and Bars. But there was a problem with the new national flag design. It was too similar to that of the American flag, and this often led to confusion on the battlefield. After several friendly fire incidents in the Battle of First Manassas, General P.G.T. Beauregard, then commander of the Army of Virginia, adopted an altered version of the design. It was made square, as was typical of battle flags carried by infantry, and now had 13 stars, one for each Confederate state at the time, plus Kentucky and either Missouri or Maryland depending on who you ask. This design would soon proliferate throughout Confederate armies on every front, being adapted into all sorts of different shapes, sizes, and colors. It would even find its way onto the new national flag designs and as the naval jack. Post-war, it would almost immediately become a symbol associated with the Confederate military, and therefore a potent symbol of the dead and veterans of the war. It would stay that way for a time, but eventually would become a symbol of Dixie's culture and heritage in general, as opposed to just the CSA. After Reconstruction, it would become a commonplace symbol, and even found its way onto Mississippi's state flag. Some bad actors would adopt it, and the powers that be chose to smear it with all their might. But its basic meaning has stayed the same. A regional symbol, often disliked just as the region itself is. Its use has begun to diminish, but as long as the South survives, so too will its flag.